Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where we are back on the 81 Z28, trying to put it back together. Last episode, finished all the floors, except I decided I needed Toeboard. So I just ordered one. It says 2 to 4 days. So we need that in there before we put the carpet in, and the seats and the console, stuff like that, which I'd like to get done this video. But we'll start on the interior that we can do while we're waiting. Did all the floor patches. Everything's done except that toe board. Well, I'll probably put some paint. I may put some truck bed liner coating, just a quick coat on all that, because this is just pour 15 here, and then I got seam sealer. This is the package tray for the car. It's just sitting in there just to keep it off the garage floor. What we're gonna do is take that out. I think I have enough material, and we're just gonna cut it out of cardboard and put some material over it. And then that back metal piece there, which I sanded down when the window was out, we need to paint that before we put the new package tray in. So the package tray has to go in, then the back seat. The back of this back seat can go in. Not sure how far the carpet comes. The carpet may only come up to here. Yeah, I doubt it goes all the way back. But anyway, then the carpet, then this. Well, before the back seat, we need to put in these plastic panels here. Then the back seat. But basically, the package tray has got to go in first. So we need to do that. Okay, well, I made a clip last night. I started ahead of gathering up all these plastic pieces. So I'm going to put that clip in now, and we'll continue on with that and this package tray. We'll get all them pieces done, and so, okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm gathering up all the interior pieces that need to be sanded and painted, basically. These are the rear panels. You see, they're in pretty bad shape, but it's friggin' like midnight right now, so I'm not going to go rummaging around the parts cars to see if there's any in better shape, but I will tomorrow. You can see all these deep grooves and everything. I think these came with the car, and they're, you can tell it's like a beige color. Don't know the exact code, factory code it is, and we're not going to be too concerned about it. I painted a two-tone Bronco about 10 years ago, and I think it's back here. There's some beige type of paint, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're gonna paint all these pieces. So we'll go over them. Those are the two rear panels. These are the two front A-pillars. That's what I'm going to do now, instead of, in the morning I'll look for better plastic pieces. But right now I'm going to sand these down to the metal, and we're going to prime and paint them. So those are the pillar posts. These go on the headliner, cover the seat belts. The originals were pretty disintegrated or eaten by rats or something, and these were out of a parts car, so they're in better shape. A lot of these parts are going to in the morning I'm going to take the power washer to them and wash them real good. And we'll stick that insulation back on there. So we got those two. These two are metal, and they go on top of the front window on the inside, holding the headliner, and the back window. And as you can see, these need to be all sanded down and painted as well. So that's what I'm going to sand down these two metal parts. The rest of these are plastic. This goes over the side windows, covers the headliner. We don't have a headliner for this car. Takes a big one-piece cardboard looking piece that goes up. None of the parts cars have them. We lucked out on Bumblebee where one of the parts cars did have one that was pretty good, and I recovered it and it looked damn good. But we have no luck with this car. So you can see these are pretty gouged up, and somebody's painted that. Again, we're going to see if we can find a better one. You can see it's all kind of soft there, disintegrated. This one's a little bit better, and again, it needs to be all power washed up. These go above those big pieces, and that's where the back window goes, right there. And you can see these pieces here are really bad. Like I said, in the morning we'll see if we can get something better. Again, they need to be washed, and if I spend too much time with them, they're gonna disintegrate even worse. So looks like that one was worse than this one. Maybe that blue one's got better ones than this, but anyway, that's what we got to work with on that. Those even though these are damn filthy, they're in pretty good shape. We'll power wash them in the morning. Door handles, they're very expensive. I think they're $100 each. Reproduction ones. This is the console lid. We're just gonna wash that. It's it should be that dark. I'll show you the console in a minute. That should be that dark brown color. So we're gonna power wash this and then wipe it down with thinner and see what it looks like. These, I don't think these are for this car, this one. I think these were the ones for it, because they were in a box, and the other one was completely wasted, and this one's a little bit chewed up by the rats. These, I'm not sure. They might have been for the car, I don't know. They're in pretty bad shape. We'll see if we can round up better ones, but I doubt there is one. That one's okay, but this one here is all kind of falling apart. We'll power wash them and check the parts cars. Okay, so yeah, this is the color of the console here. I did power wash this already, but of course we can wipe it down with some reducer and stuff and make it look a little bit better. We're probably not going to paint this or the dash. Well, it's hard to say. We don't have the paint for that. We're going to mix up a big batch for all these parts here. So they'll all be the same color, because that's what they look to be. They look to be all the same color. So it's basically a two-tone interior, beige and a dark brown. The door panels are just wasted. There isn't much I can do with these, and I don't have any more. The last Bumblebee, a subscriber, had sent me a set of door panels. If anybody's got some door panels, see how wasted all the cardboard and everything is? You know, I'll pay the shipping and stuff. I got the new weather strip. They came in this kit. I believe, down there. We still got to put the door moldings on. But yeah, if anybody's got door panels, I don't care what color, what style, or anything. Well, I'd rather them be the 78 to 81. The older ones are the two-piece. Got the plastic bottoms and different pull handle and all that. I'd rather get 78 to 81. They're very expensive online, you know, like $500 or something. Even used ones are through the roof. I haven't really looked locally to see if I can find any. I got 3 sets right now, but they're all like, this is the best looking set. The other ones are just wasted. Some blue ones, red ones. Yeah, it's, you know, worst comes to worst, I'm gonna maybe try to make them. Try to make some door panels or something. Okay, so those are the interior pieces. I do not like all these big gouges. I hope I got another set that's a little bit better. I don't care what color they are. Maybe that blue one has them in there. I don't know. There's probably not very any good pieces like that in those parts cars. But anyway, those are the interior pieces. So I'm going to start sanding the metal ones, maybe prime them. In the morning, we'll clean off all this stuff, look for some better parts. If not, we're going to lightly sand this stuff and paint it all up. Yeah, it's not going to look very good without a headliner in there, but what can you do? I don't know about a Camaro one, but like that 78 Nova, they're $500. You know, because they cost a lot to ship, I guess, too. But you want a headliner delivered to you, it's $500, and I ain't paying it. Okay, so yeah, those are the interior pieces, and I'll be back probably tomorrow, show you what I got done and all that. Okay, guys, I sanded those 4 metal pieces down. Not sure why this one looks different than this one, but anyway, this is a Ford color fawn 81 to 83, and that looks like it right there. That looks like the color. Well, maybe a little bit more tan. I thought this was a dark brown. It's called light chestnut. But then this is year 87 to 95 Ford, and this one's 81 to 83 Ford. I don't know, about 10 years ago when I painted the guys, I painted 2 Broncos, but I think the other one was blue and silver. And then his buddy in his Bronco club brought his Bronco to me, and I painted it 2-tone. I thought this was like a dark brown metallic and then a light color, but anyway, that's what I got. That's non-metallic, but this is not enough to paint all these pieces, so that might be. So I could either paint it this color, or I could mix this in with that and see what color it makes. And then that would definitely be enough to paint all this stuff. A couple of coats on it all. So, yeah, been saving it for 10 years. Perfect for this car. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, next day, found these in the parts car. They're not much better, but they're a little bit better. Remember, the old ones were all deteriorated around here real bad. Yeah, these ones ain't much better. We can't like really grind in and sand on them. We're just gonna scuff them down and paint them. And yeah, I'm afraid of them breaking when you, hopefully I have enough of these clips to put in there. Worried about pushing them in there to clip in and the thing breaking, falling apart. But yeah, there's one there, and then a screw there, and a screw there, or two. Yeah, whatever. And then one of these, I can only find one. Or did I use it? I don't know. I may have put it back in the car. So this one here is pretty bad. It's all deteriorated around there. But anyway, so I'm gonna get the power washer out and power wash some of this stuff here before we get sanding on it, because it's so bad, like the back of these. Okay, so let me wash this stuff, and I know it'll get all, you know, yeah, this stuff here we need to really wash real good, and then we'll get to sanding some more on it. And we take out that package tray, measured up with some cardboard. I got a lot of big boxes here. They're all kind of warpy, aren't they? We'll see what we can do. I think I got some big boxes in my shed there that the quarter panels and stuff came in. So we'll get that out here in a little while, and we'll use that as a template to cut out a piece of cardboard, and then I got some black material there. We can use that to glue on. I got some contact cement, and glue it together and stick her in there. That back piece, metal piece, oh, I didn't show you. I mixed up them two colors. I'm not going to open it again, but that little bit of cream color and then the more of a tan brown color, I mixed it all together, so I got plenty there. We're going to mix that up. I may just brush it on, use a little brush and brush it on that back metal piece before we put the package tray cover in there. Okay, so that's what I'll be doing. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm just showing you, it's taking a while, show you how I do this with all this mess here. So I take a piece of 80 grit and just lightly sand it till that top layer comes off. See, like that. And then take some 180. So yeah, I'm gonna do that first before I wash it. So I'm gonna try to get out all them big grooves and everything. I did the two little pieces here. I did this piece and these two. But of course these two big ones here are gonna take a while. You can see all this stuff here. Can't really do it with a DA. Well, this one you might, it's kind of thick, but just doing it by hand so I don't bust through it and make it worse. So yeah, I get all this stuff sanded and then we'll wash it. Of course it'll probably be dark, but maybe after I get all these sanded, we'll take the package tray out and do that. Okay, I'll be back. Hey guys, get the power washer out. I'm just going to wash all this dirt and stuff off of it. Get all the dust and everything off the surfaces we're gonna paint. I got a sponge here with a pad on it with soap, and just scrub it up real good. I'm just painting it with car paint, so I'm not exactly sure what's all in the vinyl paint that you buy. I'm sure it has flex additive, but modern paints are supposed to have flex additive built into them. In the old days, you'd have to buy that separate and add it, but once rubber bumpers came into common and everything, I'll probably use that, I think it's that U-Paul stuff there instead of bulldog grip stuff. And stuff is very expensive for a can. It's like 50 bucks or something. But I guess I can spray that on there before I paint it. Give it a little extra protection. So that's them two. I'm just going to do it to the rest of these, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got them all washed down. Just put them on here to let the sun dry them. These ones are probably already dry. And these here door handles come out pretty good, pull handles. I'm gonna wipe them down with some reducer and see if I can clean them up. I'd rather not paint them because they're gonna be constantly, you know, pulling and hands on them and could rub the paint off. So if we can get them really nice, we won't paint them. Yeah, that came out pretty good. That was just covered. Looked like completely different color. Okay, I'll bring them in a little while, but probably not gonna paint them till tonight. And I got a bunch of little stuff to do while it's daylight and not too hot. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll come back in tonight and paint all them. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I just had a comment that this wire, if you remember when I was sorting through all the wires, I was like, no clue where it goes. Okay, so somebody says that this goes into the HEI distributor for the tack. As you can see, that end's melted off or chewed off. So I looked on the other Z28, and because the only hole for that grommet is right here, inside the wiper. So on the Z28, it comes out, and that end, which is almost disintegrated off on the 80, is just hanging there. It's not connected to nothing. So that would go in there like that, but where does this wire go to? I didn't see any open wires under there. The Z28 has got all the padding and this deal. You know, it's got all this padding and this on there. So I'm gonna sit there and take all that off of it. So I can't tell where it comes out. It comes out underneath this. I don't know where it goes on the 80. So I don't know. I guess I could put it in there and maybe try to figure out where the other end goes. Okay, I just thought I'd mention that. I'll just mention stuff like that when comments come up, and if I can figure out some other stuff. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I'll just show you a few things I buttoned up. I had to extend this orange wire here because where I had it, it was going to be over here. When the new glove box liner gets here, this has got to reach over to here. So that's the glove box light. So I had to extend that wire, and then I stuck these ones up here. This one had a little steel grommet thing on there, so that's up there like that. These are the busted vacuum lines. Console should cover that. Put this little cover on for the shifter cable, tighten these down, putting the carpet over top of this. Got the back, just painted it with a brush. Looks like a bug got in there. Yeah. Just paint it with a brush, that little back piece. That's the color. It's pretty close to, it's a real light, close to the gold, although it's not metallic. That's what we'll be painting the plastic trim pieces with. Okay, fixing to make the package tray here. I'm gonna use this to cut out a piece of cardboard, and we're not going to put no speakers, so we're not going to cut no holes for the speaker or nothing like that. So let me cut out a piece of cardboard, fit it in there, and then we'll get some material and cover over it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I cut it out of this box here. That's why I never throw away my boxes. Never know what you're going to need them for. So that's it there. I just test fitted it, and it fits good. So I'm just going to get some material and contact cement it on there. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I got a piece of material cut out. So I'm fixing to use a brush and some contact cement and glue that on there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got it mounted in there, but I'll show you tomorrow in the daylight. Okay, got all these parts ready to paint. I strung these up because I got to paint around these edges here and can't do it when it's laying flat. So anyway, I'm going to paint them there. These you got to paint on the other side of this, so I left it under, and I'll have to spray up underneath there. But they're all ready to paint. We'll move these over here. Okay, and then these ones here, they got to be painted underneath this lip here. It's on the door jamb, so I overhung them. So I think that's good there. Okay, and I showed you the color. I think I got one more new Harbor Freight gun. This one here is kind of, could probably spend an hour or something taking it apart, cleaning it, but it ain't worth my time. I think I got another new one there. We'll open that up, use a new gun. So I'll be back, show you a little bit of the spring. Okay guys, I put a coat of this on there, which is about half price of the Bulldog stuff, but did have problems where the paint didn't stick on the black Hot Rod Nova on the rear plastic pieces there. So I don't know how good it is. It's probably just junk, but you know, Bulldog has got to drop the price in half. Anyway, I mixed some up, paint up with hardener and stuff. Just put one coat on this. Now it's gonna sink. Oh shit, hang on. Okay guys, so this paint is gonna sink in there. You know, it's not gonna be primed first and sealed and all that stuff, and I really don't want it shiny, so I don't care. So I'm going to probably put about 3 good coats on there to cover it, but it's going to be shiny. The flattener stuff, a long time ago I looked for some. I used to use it back in the day. You know, I had some around for a long time, and it works great. Take shiny gloss paint, put some flattener in, it comes out flat. Great. But I don't think they make it anymore. I mean, I think I looked on eBay and stuff for it, and I don't know. But anyway, I'm not going to buy any for this particular deal here, because if somebody did make it, it's probably through the roof, you know. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. I don't have any flattener. What I did get from, I don't have my glasses on. I think I got a quart of lacquer clear, or I don't know what the hell it was. Unless I mixed it, maybe that was red. I don't even know if I still got it. You can buy it at O'Reilly's, I think. See, the O'Reilly's and AutoZone, I know in the big cities they make up paint and put it in a spray can for you and all that stuff. They don't do that around here. We're in a one-horse town. They don't have any of that. But they have a shelf with some quarts of paint. And I did have a quart. It's about 20, that used to be. It used to be 20, 25 bucks. Who knows what it is now. You know, anyway, it was flat clear. So that's what I was thinking of. Put 3 good coats on here to cover everything, and then put on a coat of flat clear, and that way it'd flatten out. But I don't know if I got any. I could check tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go out in the morning, run around, do some errands and stuff. But yeah, we don't know what the price is gonna be. It's ridiculous. You know, the Bondo at the Bondo brand Bondo at AutoZone is just, it's laughable. It really is. I think it's 150 bucks for a gallon. I might be mistaken, but it was something over 100 bucks. I was looking at something, and I looked down there at a gallon of Bondo. It was 149.95. I was like, what the hell? Fucking ridiculous. But that was Bondo brand doing that, because Walmart used to sell it for 18 a gallon probably 3-4 years ago, and then it slowly went up, and then it's now like $59.99 a gallon at Walmart. So I don't know what the deal is with the Bondo company, but they're absolutely ridiculous. And my Walmart is different than probably most of yours. They don't sell gallons of stuff anymore. So they got a quart. They only sell quarts of Bondo, or maybe a pint. Like this thinner here. They used to sell that in a gallon. Now you go in there and it's just a quart or a pint. And I asked the guy, he was standing right there, and I says, hey, I used to buy gallons of this stuff. How come you don't? And he's, oh, no, we only sell quarts now. So, you know, they make more money, because it used to be 20 bucks a gallon. Now they sell a quart for 10 bucks, so they get 40 bucks a gallon. And they did that with something else there too. What was it? I just used it. What was it? The contact cement. This contact cement. I have to go to Lowe's to get this in a quart, and that in a gallon. They don't sell quarts, Walmart, of this anymore. It's the smallest little thing. It's like half a pint, and it's like, I don't know, $8.99 for a little. It looks like a little lipstick tube full of contact cement. And I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, that's how they're getting us. Anyway, just a little rant about that bullshit stuff. So if I got any flat clear, that's what I'll do on the last coat. If not, I could probably maybe maybe they'll have a spray can of flat clear, and I can just spray one coat on there. If I do that though, it's the sun will bake that clear off and then it'll look like complete shit, see? But anyway, I got some paint mixed up here in my new gun. We'll put a little bit on here so you can see the color. It's pretty close to the same color. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna do. About 3 coats like that, and that'll be it. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I got 3 coats on it. I just sprayed it, so we'll have to wait till it dries and see if it sunk in anymore. But it's gonna leave splotchy spots. But you know what? I think I'm just gonna leave it gloss. I'm not gonna worry about trying to flatten it out. Screw it. Yeah, I think it's a good color. I like the last 2 little jobs. Didn't cost me anything. Had this paint, had the material and stuff, contact cement to do the package tray. So happy about that. Anything that I don't have to spend money on, that's a good thing. So anyway, I don't know if this will be dry in the morning. I mean, it'll be dry, but not enough to put it on there and not get fingerprints. So it should be sunny. I don't know. If it's sunny out, I'm going to leave it out in the sun for a few hours and we'll move on to something else. But eventually we'll put all this in the interior. I think we can put it all in without the carpet. I believe so. I think the carpet we can tuck up underneath here. So yeah, that's what we'll do tomorrow. Okay, see you then. Okay guys, next morning. There's that back deck. Looks pretty good. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and patch this rust spot here. This was, you know, this piece only come up to here. This piece only come up to here. We needed at least one piece to overlap, but it didn't. So I made this here patch. We're gonna tack that around there, and then I made this, so we're gonna tack into there. So let me make that. The Toeboard is scheduled to be in today, which means usually 6-7 o'clock at night. So might have to come out here at night and put in the Toeboard. The carpet is on the way, but yeah, I forgot. I always order it through Rock Auto. It's cheaper. But every time you order carpet from them, it says right there when you order it, it says a 2-day delay. So actually that should have probably been here today too, but I did get an email from them, said it was shipped, and that was yesterday, so who knows. But we'll get that done tonight, and maybe the carpet will come in the next day after, and we can put that in, and everything else. But anyway, yeah, let me get this welded in there, and I'll be back. Okay guys, there it is. 2 little patches. I'm gonna put some seam sealer around the welds, and we'll throw some probably some bed coating on that area. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, we'll coat all this later. Last video I had to grind these bolts off. The heads of them were just rounded and rusted off. So I'm gonna drill through there, and we're just gonna put a hole so we can put a nut and bolt and mount this for the back of the seat. This for the front, they're fine. But yeah, we need to put a nut and bolt for the mount the rear seat after the carpet and everything's in there. So I'm gonna drill them out. Probably go through a bunch of drill bits, but I'll be back. Okay guys, I got these pieces out here baking in the sun. Yeah, they come out pretty glossy, some bugs and stuff in them, but anyway, we'll let them dry while we're doing other stuff, and we'll put them in there later when they're nice and dry. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, got the toe board in. It's pretty quick, actually. So that's it right there. And this is, it hooks to the floor here and then goes up. So it's got all these little curves and bends and everything in there. There's no way you can make that, you know. Anyway, made in Taiwan. I said I have started buying parts. I got these headers in from eBay. No markings of where it's made. You can order 2 different sets. 2 different for TBI. Apparently the exhaust manifolds are different on a throttle body injection 350 than a regular 350. So to be on the safe side, I ordered the headers for the TBI. These are for 88 to 97 Chevy pickup. Don't know if they'll fit the Camaro. The only other TBI they have in that year range is that I know of is for a Camaro. But those were about $100, and the Camaro ones were like 150. So we'll go with the truck ones. If they don't fit, have to order some Camaro ones. But the Camaro ones, you know, completely different. They would be for the next generation after this, right? 82 to 92. So all this is all different. And it looked like the header one of the headers went straight down like that. That would hit this or something. So anyway, we'll go over that on the next video. But I got a engine gasket set coming. Some other stuff. So after this interior stuff, we'll get the engine. Got to pull the transmission out of the parts car, set it up here, get it all together. I have to make a big order through Walmart and AutoZone, buying gaskets, or gasket sealer and oil, transmission fluid, engine paint, crap like that. So you got to get all that stuff together, and then we can make a video. Hopefully we'll get the engine transmission ready to go for this. Even though it's free, engine transmission, it's several $100s and stuff to get it together. Okay, so anyway, take a look at this one more time before we cut it out. That's it there. This gas pedal, this can move out of the way like that instead of taking it all apart. I think that's a dent right there. But anyway, this rust hole, there's a brace in behind there, so nothing on the outside showing. The only thing on the outside showing is those rust holes there. But yeah, we'll probably cover the whole thing up, and then right up to this edge of the floor right there, it'll weld to that. So anyway, I can work on it from here or the other side, both. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me go ahead and see there, this goes to the floor here. Now that's where that rust hole was there, so you know, we'll cut it out. Okay, and that's it all down there. Okay, well, let me cut it out and get her ready. so we can get the carpet in here tomorrow or the next day. Get the carpet in and everything else. Okay guys, that's the piece I cut out of it. Piece I cut out right there, and then I trim this up. I'm just going to put that in something like that. Just tack it all the way around it, and then that's it. We'll try to hopefully it'll look good on the other side. And we just put some seam sealer around that square and undercoat it, be done with it. But we don't know. It don't fit perfect. There's this curve is there, but this is flat, and this has got something to it right there. So it's not gonna lay in there perfectly flush. It's a little bit off, but I'll do my best. Push it down there and tack it and get it in there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, got it all welded in there, seam sealed around the edges. Did a spray can of black, and then a coat of spray truck bed liner. Sprayed a little on all of it, really. Got the glove box liner, fixing to put that in once all this stuff dries for a little bit. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if I showed, I got those holes drilled for the seat, but it's a little too small for a 1/2-inch bolt. I have to round up some nuts and bolts, but anyway, got that, and I think that was it. Okay, well, we're waiting on the carpet, and then we can put in most of the interior. All the interior I got that I painted and everything. So anyway, I'm gonna go in the house for a little bit, eat some dinner, and then we'll come back out, see if the carpet's here, and we'll start putting all this stuff together. Okay, I felt like there was something else, but oh, they did the same thing over there, seam sealer, and I didn't get a truck bed coating on that one because I just ran out. I meant to run out this morning and get a bunch of supplies, but I'll do that tomorrow. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, the carpet came. It's at ACC, employee owned and operated, made in USA. So don't know why it went up $4. Maybe the material they import to make it went up, but anyway, this is it. I always order the non-insulated, or whatever you call it, but it always comes with some of the stuff there. The bottom of the floors always comes with that anyway. The or non-padded. So the padded, I don't know, it's got another layer of padded, but that's it there. Obviously the driver's side, it's going to need some holes cut out for the console here, down in that, and of course all the seat belts. So basically, may not be able to do this till tomorrow. I don't know how fast that truck bed liner, unless I come out here at night, how fast it dries. But we got to lay it in there, and we got to cut out seat belt holes here, here, or here somewhere, console stuff, another seat belt here, and same on this side. Trying to, yeah, and I usually order black, but the original one on this was some type of tan, gold, beige, saddle, whatever they call it. I just ordered this. I don't even know what color it is called, but yeah, yeah, if it was a keeper and full restoration, I'd buy a whole box of that Dynamat type stuff and do all the floor with that, you know, to, you know, get this road noise down and all that. But no, this is just a cheap car. It's lucky I'm doing this to it. But yeah, if I was to put the interior and seats in there without carpet, it would just look like shit. So we got it sealed up from the weather with all the stuff, so new windshield and weather stripping, so it ain't gonna get wet in here and ruin everything. So went ahead with the carpet. This is gonna be a little tricky getting in. I think I gotta take this plastic deal off and vent and everything under here and get that in from the back. I can't get it in with this in the way. May wait till after the carpet for that. And it goes on with this little bracket. This little bracket wraps around like that, and that hooks into, it hooks in right there. Just a little screw to hold it. It goes that way. Just holds it more steady. So anyway, yeah, there's the seatbelt holes. We gotta, I usually just use a razor blade and put an X through it where it's lined up. Oh, then we gotta do the holes for the floor as well, or for the seats. And those I usually stick a, yeah, I got something. So I usually stick a bolt in like that, and then when you lay the carpet down there, as long as there ain't too much padding, you can feel this bolt, and then use a razor blade with an X through it. And then with the X, you just cut around the edges. And I know you can heat up a poker thing and melt holes through it, but we're not going to do all that stuff. Start burning stuff. So yeah, so we got to do 8 holes for the 2 seats. Let me see here. Yeah, it might be in the way. The 2 top ones here might be, insulation may be in the way. But anyway, yeah, that's what we got to do. Now there's a trim thing that goes over top of here. I got the sill plates, are all beat to hell. I'm gonna see if I got some better ones that go over here, but there's also there's a cover, a steel cover that goes on underneath the sill rocker plates there, and there's just a couple of screws holding it in. But on all the Camaros, I think they're all rotted. It's no big deal on this side, but that side it covers up the wiring and everything. So I don't know, we'll probably have to do away with that, not put them in there. Yeah, it's cloudy today, but we'll just let this sit out here and whatever they call it, not breathe, but relax. Let it relax. See if we can get some of this wrinkles and stuff out of it. We got a bunch of stuff in it. But yeah, usually I would lay it out on the ground, but there's too much grass and dirt. I don't want all that stuff caught up in the bottom of this. So we'll let it relax a little bit and stick it in there and start cutting holes and everything for it. And then we can start mounting seat belts, console, sill panels, all that stuff. So I'll be back. Okay guys, that's it, just laid in there. You can see the curve it makes right there before the back seat, so it only goes under here, under the back seat that much. Then of course it covers the hump because it's just got the little buckets. You know, we'll have to cut a little hole there. That seat belt anyway will hold that tight. But the first thing is these 2 for the console mounts here and here. I'm going to cut them, bring that down farther like that, and then we'll get this seat belt hole here stretch it down, put that seat belt in and the other side, and you know, that way it'll push it in like that, nice and tight, and then we'll lift it up here and get the seat holes, bolt holes. Like I said, I'll put a bolt in there so I can feel it. Once it's tight like that, then I'll just cut a little X with a razor blade and just work my way forward. And then last, we'll trim this here to get underneath the kick panels. Just gonna put her under here a couple inches, so we'll trim that. And yeah, we gotta paint that. Probably just paint it black, but I gotta paint this and then all this blue here. And then I had to use another ashtray, so we gotta paint all that. Probably paint from here down like black, I guess, unless I can find some of that brown, but getting a little too late to try to find that. Yeah. Okay, well, let me start doing that and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got this side all kind of cut out. Hit that. These seat belts here are supposed to have a big plastic cover over there to keep it rigid, so you could actually move that up and so it stays up. But anyway, both them are busted. I don't know if this one, no, this one don't have it on there. These two here for the back, they don't, there's something wrong with this end. They don't click in. They're just rusted or something, jammed. So I don't know if you can buy the factory seat belts for this or not. We don't know about this one yet. We got the seat belts in the box that go from here right up to here, and we got them plastic covers that go over them. I'm gonna put that in later. Right now I cut all this for the sill plate, and it's tucked up underneath here. It just sticks out right here. It sticks up a little bit there, and that's okay. I think this is thinner than I usually buy. I don't know if this is what it's called. I know there's different types of carpet, but I like the thinner stuff here. This seems to really conform a lot better and stay in there. It just hugs that whole contour line there. Anyway, I got the seat bolts in there, and like I said, I cut this. I'm gonna go ahead and fit this the two plastic pieces here for now while it's still a little bit light out. And I got to do all this to that side, but anyway, this side's done, and I'll put on those plastic pieces and I'll be back. Okay guys, next day. Pretty much got all the carpet in there. There's the plastic trim painted. Put a trim around there. So I'm ready for the back seat. Let's see what the back seat looks like in there. So earlier on, a few videos ago, we steam or power washed the seats, and I put them in my shed over there to dry. So we'll put them in. Back seat, just 2 screws there. I don't think I have the right ones, but I think these will work. Screw that in there, and then just clip the bottoms in here, and that should be about it. So let me go get the back seat, or the back seat, and then we'll button up a few more little things here, and maybe try the console next. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, just thought they got a clip over top of this. They got to slide in behind those 3 deals there. They slide underneath here. Well, should be the metal. That one looks like it's bent. Here. Anyway, they slide down, and then the bolt goes through here. I'll probably need a bigger washer. Okay, so let me slide that in there, and bolt it in. I'll be back. Okay guys, there's the back seat. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape, other than the top is all cracked up there. But anyway, I got that trim up there. Got this trim on, the pillar trim. Same with this side. Like I said, this side's not very good. But fixing to put this piece across the top. And I guess we got the sun visors out here in a little bit. We got the glove box liner to put in. I was thinking of putting that in before the seat in case it's in my way. Yeah, we got the passenger seat. We just don't have the driver's seat. Well, I got it, but it's all trashed. And then we got the console. Got the sill panels on there. I had to put a little glue on that. Anyway, that's the two best ones I had. That one's over there. Yeah, I should probably wash this thing. The console goes on, then this goes on after it. The console, I think, just screws in there and there. Yeah, we got a bunch of little stuff. Got the door handles. I wiped them down with reducer, but it didn't help. I think someone sprayed them with a little bit of paint right over top of this, because a bunch of paint came off. Anyway, probably later on when I get the door panels and everything, we'll paint these. I got a bunch of paint left over. Basically repainted this color. Okay, well, let me put some more trim on. And yeah, I found these little coat hanger deals in the in a little baggie in the bolt box. So I'll put them on and some new screws. You can see this one wraps around this plastic here, but that's got a big chunk missing from it. But oh well, better than nothing. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, here's the passenger seat. She was all seized up. Been spraying some PB Blaster and WD-40 on there. Just this one track is rotted here. I think in the morning I'm going to try to weld something on there. But anyway, I got it free and the thing moving here. The driver's seat's completely shot. I'll show you that here in a little bit. Got the glove box liner in there. That's in there. Had to take all this stuff apart there and put it back in. Got the console on. Now it's busted right here. It's a piece of plastic. Then this little deal here goes in there. But anyway, I think I can make a hinge for it. I don't know if I got a button and a clip and everything for that, but I'm going to look again. And these little screws were in a baggie marked console, so they're all rusty though. But anyway, the console's mounted in there. All this trim, I just did one sun visor. This other one, I'll go over here. Every time I move it, it's a bunch of rust in there. This I need to clean up. That goes, and put some insulation behind it. That goes up behind the brake pedal. I don't know, it goes that way. Right above the carpet under there. I need to clean that up and see if I can find an end for that or another visor. But yeah, there's all rust and stuff flying out of here. I don't know why there's rust, but see it? Just all shitty. So yeah, I think that's about as far as I can go right now. I really don't think that'll look bad without a headliner in it. Maybe if it was painted this color, it probably wouldn't look too bad. I think I got a box of little clips there to clip that interior light up there. We'll get a new bulb for it. See if that'll work. Look better than masking tape. So yeah, just a few little things to button up, and I think it's about as far as I can go with it. Let me go over to the driver's seat and I'll show you. I'll be right back. Okay, here's the driver's seat. Oh, actually it is together. I thought it was completely gone. Or is it? The brace is there, but well, hell, we might be able to put something on that. Anyway, I'm gonna have to mess with that on another day, rebuild that. Yeah, where were the other seats? No, it wasn't that. Ah, shit. I don't know, I'll have to look around. I think, unless I was thinking I had the back seats. I don't want to take the seats out of the 80 Z28. But I thought there was another bucket seat somewhere that I was going to try to build. I know there is. It's a part. The brackets are off of it. Is it in here? It's around somewhere anyway. Yeah, I think it's a part. The back and stuff. So I don't know, it's probably right in front of me. I just can't see it. Anyway, I'll have to mess with that later. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, it's in here in the yellow car. See, there's the back, and there's the bottom. We'll see if we can do something with that one and the other one. But anyway, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap the video up on that. Next video we'll do these seats. Like I said, I think I can just weld on a deal there, a washer. Gonna take a bunch of work to get that driver's seat going. Then then we'll put in the shoulder seat belts and the covers that we painted. The bottom of the dash needs to be painted. The kick panels need to be painted. That plastic piece behind the brake pedal, gas pedal, that thing there needs to be cleaned up and done. The console lid, need to repair that. I think I should have some this little hinge thing here. I think we'll use that. Just a bunch of stuff to button up. And that should be everything other than door panels. I don't know what to do about them. If anybody has any, let me know. Like I mentioned before. So we'll leave the video at that, and then we'll come back with another video wrapping it up. I'd like to get a dash cover, but I'm going to hold off. You know, there's 3 choices: buy a whole dash. Somebody mentioned they're $4.50. Just a cloth cover over the top, you know, $40 or something. But the third option is the overlay plastic deal, and that's They said 164 bucks, I think. That's probably the way to go, because it'll look real good with that. Now, I've used them in the past on my black El Camino over there. They look pretty good, but we're going to hold off on that. It's not necessary, because what we want to do after the interior is get an engine transmission in this thing, and hopefully get it running and driving, but that might take a bunch more work. Just getting it stabbed in there, getting it ready, then stabbed in is going to take a lot of work. And we got a core support to build, so we can put a radiator and stuff in it, then put on all the front sheet metal and bumper, and just a ton of work still left to do on it. So that's what's coming up. But the next video, if you watch the 80 Z28 that I bought along with this one, it does run and go into gear, but it's loud because there's exhaust leaks everywhere on the headers. I got a new set of headers from a sponsor, and I'm going to bring it up here somewhere, and I think we're just going to get it up in the air, you know, like these, up on jack stands, although there's no room on the concrete unless I move this out of the way. But gonna get it up in the air, get up underneath there, and see where it's all leaking from. I think it's leaking at the bottom as well, the collectors, and because they are full-length headers, I believe. Say I got a set came with this car. They were inside the car. This car was complete with an engine and everything in it when they started, but they took it apart because all the little baggies there, like there's little baggies for header bolts and power steering bolts and all that in the bolt box. So there was an engine in there. So anyway, the headers were inside the car. I put them in the junk mobile home shed over there. I don't think we're going to put them back on, just like the 80. We're going to take those old headers off. They're old, rusty, they leak. We don't know where they're leaking from. Let's just start with a new set of headers, gaskets, collector gaskets, and put on some type of pipe. Get the noise away from the engine. We want to hear if that engine's going to be good or not, like real good. We don't want no clicking and clacking, and it seems to run okay. The carburetor seems to be good, but you know, we don't want a flat cam or anything like that. We're not going to do put it in another car if there's something wrong with it. So that's what we need to check out, guys, and change all the fluids, change the oil, change the transmission fluid. And then I guess we could probably drive that thing. After we get that done, we can rip it around here and see how it does. If the brakes work, I don't think the brakes work, but we can at least zip it around a little bit and see if it's got some power, and see if it's good enough to maybe put in the 67. If I put an engine transmission in the 67, I want it to be a good one. I don't want no problems, even little stuff. So that's what we're going to do next video. Then we'll get back to this, finish up the interior, start with another engine that I got, and another transmission we got to pull from the parts car, and get a drivetrain for this one. So okay, I know a lot of rambling, but that's what's coming up. Okay guys, I got a lot done on this video. It's a lot of work, finishing up them floors, painting all them interior pieces, okay, so subscribe if you haven't, like, comment, share, all that stuff, and we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.